Guys, look who's back. It's me again. I kind of just wanted to get on here because recently I've been, I regularly read the Gospels and the Bible and stuff like that. But recently um I forget exactly what got me interested in Luke 10, but Luke 10 is interesting. It's the golden rule chapter in the synoptic gospels, which are the gospels that basically copied a ton of material from each other, Mark, Matthew and Luke. And Luke's version of it is interesting because it includes the parable of the Good Samaritan. And I noticed something that in my, what, 18, 20 years of reading that parable, because I started reading when I was like 4. I never noticed before, which is there's an ironic component to the parable of the Good Samaritan. Um, and it's because the people that passed the man who was beaten on the side of the road by, one of them, it says, is a Levite and the other one is a high priest. So an even more like um important Levite, basically. um you know and they passed the man by. um but then the Samaritan comes along, and keep in mind that you know Jews didn't associate that much back in those days with Samaritans, because they had, you know, they thought that they were on the wrong path. They had this theory that they were what they called Kuthians, which were basically Persians that were imported into northern Israel during the conquest of Cyrus. Now it's a little bit more complicated than that. I think the current theory is that the, as soon as the sort of Israelite religion in Israel Palestine started to transition from like a strictly or I'm sorry, a henotheistic model with, you know, an oral tradition and all of this stuff, which really marks Judaism. They fled up north and kept only the regular Torah, with Mount Gerizim as their, central place where Moses went up, rather than Mount Sinai. Um, and so anyway, yeah, they did not have back then very good relations. And anyway, but the Levites, right, they're the priests, supposedly people very close to God. But when in the parable, when God was testing them, they didn't fulfill the Torah. They didn't help that man. They didn't help one of their own. But yet, a simple man who was not even Jewish, he was Samaritan, helped the man and saved his life and paid for his care and took care of him. And that's so ironic, and that irony is there. That cultural irony is there to teach you that, help can come in places and from people that you don't expect it. And I can't help but personally say that that's true because um I've talked briefly about how much help the Shriners and the Freemasons have given us, like how I couldn't have had an electric chair and stuff like that. And guess what? The Shriners and the Freemasons are, most of the members are conservative. They're hardcore Republicans for the most part. Hardcore. Like, I'm talking even Trump supporting people. I've only met one Democrat in the Freemasons and the Shriners. One. And keep in mind, I've been involved with this organization, taking their aid, basically my entire life. And I've only ever met one Democrat Shriners, but yet they help so many people. And they have this organization and these hospitals that help so many kids regardless of ethnicity, regardless of race, even if they personally have some like crazy arcist views, right? Like, but I guess that's the way it is with all bigots, right? It's never the ones they know. Oh, you're one of the good ones. That's the operative phrase for those types of people anyway. But still, the point of that irony, like I said, is to show that help can come from anyone, even those who are your supposed opposites, or you know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Bye.